All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to OnePredict's first U.S. webinar session. In today's webinar session, we'll discuss optimizing oil and gas operations with the utilization of digital twin technology. In this webinar, we'll introduce the Guardi 1 motor and substation solutions. As we go through our webinar, please feel free to type any questions in the chatter box as we're presenting. We'll have a Q&A session towards the very end. To give an introduction of who we are, OnePredict is an industrial AI-based predictive maintenance solutions company. Our technology specializes in providing a digital twin for industrial assets such as motors, transformers, turbos, with the use of AI. To introduce myself, my name is Kamran Ali. I'm the sales manager here at OnePredict. I have a little over 12 years of experience working in the oil and gas industry, primarily working with rotating equipment manufacturers such as centrifugal pumps, positive displacement compressors, and induction motors. Next, I'd like to introduce Jay Yu, who is our field engineer. Jay has 7 years of experience working in the oil and gas industry. He holds his educational credentials with electrical engineering degree in applied mathematics. And then lastly, we have Buddhi Thenuwara. He's our sales engineer. He has a decade of experience working in the financial and technology sector, specifically in the realm of AI. He has experience working with OEMs as well as working in product development. Buddhi has been an instrumental part of the team's growth here in the US since the expansion to the US market. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and hand it over to Buddhi.
Thank you for the introduction, Kamran. So, diving right into the topic, what is the idea behind disruptive innovation? To us, first off, show of hands who might know what disruptive innovation is. The terminology was mostly one of the most influential business ideas early in the 21st century, where innovations, simpler, much more affordable than existing products or services, can fundamentally change the dynamics of an industry by appealing on new or overlooked market segments. This term was coined by Clayton Christensen to bring forth the idea that normal norms of and means of business can be disrupted and changed to bring better and advanced mechanisms. That's how we look at digital twins. Since the dot-com era, there's been abundant ideas that resulted to change everyday dynamics, whether it might be financial, health, retail, and so on. We've seen global acceptance where digitalization is factored into business roadmaps. As technologies advance, these ideas play a close role, powering elements of edge computing, big data analytics, AI, bridging as IoT, Internet of Things. Before we walk into industrial IoT, let's understand what a digital twin is and how it makes sense in business operations. A digital twin is a virtual model designed to accurately reflect a physical object, process, or a system. Amongst multiple attributes a digital twin entails, management teams are enabled with real-time view of asset conditions, strategize asset lifecycle from deployment to maintenance and decommissioning. Safety and environmental risks are paramount. Digital twins allow managers to monitor compliance with regulations and safety standards in real time. This can also conduct risk assessments to anticipate and mitigate potential environmental issues and safety issues, enhancing sustainability and safe initiatives. Further, the use of digital twins supports service teams to predict equipment failures, identify potential downtimes, enabling a proactive approach to enhance business operations and efficiency. From report generation to remote site-wide monitoring capabilities, service teams can move away from traditional check-ins to managing incidents and reporting back without actual field exposure, supporting to maintain high regard for safety and operational standards. I want the audience to visualize why digitalization plays a major role for business enhancements. The comparison you see paints this picture, with a few companies on the left that has adopted means of digitalizations in time. Companies on the right incepted digital norms from the jump. We can look at companies like Walmart that has Walmart Plus now, that have started utilizing a more digital frontier and giving an ecosystem for your retail experience, in comparison to companies like Amazon that has incepted in that space a little bit more longer. Just like that, if you look at Warner Brothers or other companies on the left, they've had assets that has supported their business, whereas companies on the right had a complete overhaul. A complete roadmap that was instrumental from a digital standpoint. Going into the social aspects, we've had social life transformation happening. The usual process of going to a bank or dining or shopping used to be done by visiting. Well, not that it is not the case anymore, but it was mainly a physical approach where you actually go to the place, whereas now everything has converted to more of online experience where you could achieve the same mechanism of an output of visiting a place or having the same experience at your own home. So when you think of the social life transformation, I want to relate the same to see how it was before and after. Just like the impacts on social life from an industrial perspective, you can see in real time your productivity, assets that needs immediate attention. Your digital twin enables to identify from thousands of assets to visualize and maintain requirements in advance. This drives a higher quality output and forecast logistics too, whereas you know what happens in your operations just by looking at your phone. This is going to be defect-free, highly reliable, safer, and seamless. But the question is, how do we make that possible? Going right into the digital twin aspects, what we're thinking and what we're looking at is a predictive maintenance platform for induction motors and substations with the utilization of industrial AI, backed by an intuitive and insightful UI. What you're seeing on the left side is our solution for motors, and on the right is our solution for substations. The idea behind what we are bringing forth is a digital replica of your assets, just in front of your eyes, with a very beautiful UI showing what happens to your assets over a period of time, and also certain events that might have triggered for your assets to have potential downtimes in the future. I'd like to invite Jay to walk through each of these key elements and discuss further about what we bring to the table.
Thank you, Buddhi. I want to talk about how the digital twin disrupt and transform the operation and maintenance. For example, motors, traditionally, you need to check a motor one by one. Even worse, to check electrical fault, the motor needs to be shut down. Industrial motors are one of the most important components of the industrial facility. Our society cannot function without them. In current market, there's no reliable product that provides a prescriptive and predictive solution for motors. With that thought, we created our own product, which provide reliable prescriptive and predictive solution. It's called Guardian One Motor. With our digital twins, you can manage multiple facilities on one page. Digital twin improves operation and maintenance efficiency and productivity by providing prescriptive and predictive solution. Traditionally, we need a vibration sensor to detect mechanical fault and current sensor to detect electrical fault and power meter to detect quality of current. We designed the Guardian motor to manage and diagnose mechanical faults, electrical fault, and energy efficiency by analyzing electric current, which provides reliable prescriptive predictive solution. It's non-invasive, it's compact, and easy to install. It fits in your MCC unit, and you don't even know it's there. It's just simple but complete. Now we are going to dive deeper to 5 key features of our Guardian motor. Guardian motor can be installed in very short period of time without power down the motor. Our product diagnostics mechanical fault, electrical fault, and energy efficiency, each complete package. There's no reliable predictive solution in the market to predict health and possible failure on critical assets. By combining advanced algorithm, domestic knowledge, and industrial AI, we can predict near future faults with high accuracy, with email alerts when motor status change. Digital twin can be accessed by any device with internet capability, with unlimited number of users. It is convenient to manage multiple facilities on one page. With all the previous features, we provide not only cause of problem, but also its solution to help you make informed decision. Now let's look at Guardian motor's user interface. This is the dashboard of Guardian motor. Its card view with color chart allow you to quickly spot the current motor status and manage all the sites in one page. And box number 1 indicates overall alarm information, and box number 2 displays overall health of information with color chart. Health status chart is indicate mechanical electrical health, and energy chart indicates energy efficiency of the motor. And then box number 3 indicates account information. Box number 4 shows historical event log information. Whenever motor status change to known attention warning critical, it'll record the events with the site name, motor, and each location. And then box number 5 indicates motor status by site. As you click one of the site, this page will appear. In box number 1, indicate search function by name, serial number, facility, type of motor, and activity of motor. And then box number 2 shows total number of motor in that facility with each name. And you can also bookmark the units. And then box number 3 display overall site information. On this page, box number 1 shows overall health index of the motor backed by AI. And then box number 2 indicate mechanical health such as bearing, shaft, and electrical health such as rotor and stators. And then box number 3 indicates energy efficiency of motor such as loop mean square and total harmonic distortion and overcurrents. On this page, box number 1 indicates current diagnosis of the motor. And then box number 2 displays details of each diagnosis such as stator, rotor, bearing, shaft, overcurrent, ratio of root mean square, and total harmonic distortion. On this page, box number 1 indicates frequency change of the train data versus obtained data over time. It simplifies complex signals and captures non-linear relationship between each predicted data versus real-time data. Our UI is easy to use. It provides all the information that you will ever need to do your job, no matter what level of your position or what level of your knowledge. You can access with any device with internet capability. In perspective of top manager, you need to make informed decision on operation and maintenance of critical facility. But it's not easy task with limited time and resources. Because Guardian model provides reliable, prescriptive, and predictive solution, it'll make your job far more convenient by scheduling maintenance intelligently, which will improve your productivity and cost efficiency by significantly compared to without the Guardian model. In perspective of a field engineer, you often have a lot of work but not enough time. With our product, you can access the digital twin to monitoring and troubleshoot with your phone anytime. The Guardian increase work performance, and now you have more time for your self-improvement or simply spend more time with your family or your loved one. We also have another product, which is a Guardian substation. Guardian substation is a set of equipment that change voltage from one level to another, also known as transformers. Electricity loses its energy when it travels transmission line from power plant to the customer due to small resistance in the wires. And we are talking about hundreds of miles of wire, so it really does count. The purpose of substation is delivering power from point A to point B efficiently. By doing so, by stepping up or stepping down the voltage. The substation is one of the most critical components in the power grid system. Think about transformer as a pyramid, and top level is most critical. When it goes down, everything else follows. And no transformer equals no power. You might argue that we've been doing fine with the traditional methods, such as DGA or dissolved gas analysis, to maintain transformers. Yeah, there are signs of transformer going bad, such as overheating and louder vibration or humming sound, or the worst case, unstable voltage output. But you don't know when will transformer status will change and when will fail. It's like you can go to Walmart and then buy another transformer. To make matter worse, if the unit is special model, it takes a couple months or longer just to get it. And not to mention there is a lengthy process of planning and executing. In current market, there's no reliable product that provides prescriptive, predictive solution for substation. That is why we created Guardian Substation. By combined industrial AI, domestic knowledge, and advanced algorithm, we diagnose and predict at highest level of accuracy. DGA, dissolved gas analysis, is international standard, and it's the most common method to analyze the gas concentration in transformer oil. Transformer oil indicate health of a transformer. Guardian Substation manage and diagnose status of transformer by analyzing DGA data. Guardian Substation has 5 key features. During the sampling extraction, gas evaporation and human factor may result in inaccuracy on DGA data. Our product calculates to determine possible missed or false data between the previous data point to next data point for DGA data recovery. This improves the DGA data accuracy by significantly. By combining industrial AI, domestic knowledge, advanced algorithm, we diagnose far more accurate than traditional methods such as IEEE and IEC. Currently, there is no reliable predictable solution in the market to predict health and possible failure on critical assets. We use industrial AI to predict future health trend of transformer up to 5 years ahead to support your assets. Traditionally, there's no reference point to compare similar gas trend. We provide direction of maintenance based on the past and future health of transformer with similar gas trend in the OnePredict database. With all the previous features, we can confidently pinpoint the source of the problem and its solution. KEPCO is #1 power provider in South Korea, and then global #4 in power company in 2019, and Forbes #1 in global utility in 2016. Average transformer's life cycle is about 20 to 30 years. From KEPCO and other utility company, we have over 140,000 data sets from more than 8,100 different transformers with 35 plus years of operation data, which means we have a lot of reliable data set of a complete life cycle of different types of transformer. Considering that typical transformer perform DGA test once a year, that is over 140,000 years of data sets. When it comes to AI, quality data is most important factors, and we have a lot. Combined with advanced algorithm, domestic knowledge, and industrial AI, we managed to reduce false alarm rate around 5% and increase prediction accuracy of 88%. Now let's look at our digital twin for the substation. This is dashboard of the Guardian substation. Each card view with color chart allow you to quickly spot the current transformer status and manage all the site in one page, just like a Guardian motor. Guardian substation also has search function for transformer, maintenance records, and create inspection and maintenance documents anytime. And that being said, let's look at some of the key features in our user interface. On this page, box 1 displays overall health score of transformer by AI, and box 2 shows comparison table of calculated value versus non-calculated value. Again, during the sample extraction, gas evaporation, and human factor may result in accuracy on DGA data. Our product check between 2 points of value to correct false reading of the DGA data. Box number 3 indicates the recommendation. And box number 4 displays transformers information. On this page, box number 1 shows status of overall health score of the transformer determined by AI. And box number 2 indicates forecasting trend by AI. We use supervised deep learning model to predict future status change date and predict up to 5 years ahead. On this screen, box number 1 indicates similar case by ranking with diagnosis and its real-life inspection. We provide direction of maintenance based on past and future health of transformer with similar gas trend in the OnePredict database. And box number 2 shows gas value of each chemical components for the target transformer and similar transformer. And then box number 3 displays graph of each comparison. On this screen, box number 1 indicates traditional international standard methods such as IEEE, IEC, and Japan ETRA with each diagnostic result. And then box number 2 shows failure mode of each diagnosis with Dubon triangle model. Traditional methods purely based on the chemical component properties, such as relationship between atoms and molecule change and proportion of its change. On this page, box number 1 display upcoming recommendation maintenance. And then box number 2 shows historical raw data of the DGA. And then box number 3 indicates transformer's current status with overall health score by with overall health score created by AI. And box number 4, create button generate a report in PDF form. Click of one button, we can generate complete report instantly in PDF form. No matter if you are a beginner or expert, you can understand the status of the transformer and use the report to make informed decision. In perspective of top manager, you need to make a timely decision on operation and maintenance of critical facility. It's not always easy with limited time and resource. Because Guardian substation provides reliable prescriptive predictive solution and similarity analysis with real industry datasets, you can make an informed decision in timely manner and schedule the maintenance intelligently, which will improve productivity and cost efficiency and prevent incident or accident. By knowing that you are not responsible for hundreds, thousands of homes without power, that is priceless. Implementing the Guardian product is like having multiple specialists right next to you at all time. In perspective of a field engineer, you don't want to figure out what is the problem, how to fix it at all the time. You need a tool that help you perform your job better. With our product, we don't just tell you what is the problem, also its solution. Your performance will increase and you will have more time for yourself or your family or your loved one. As technology evolves, we will only need more energy, which means more substation and more motors. We want a tool that provides easy to access, easy to use, cost effective, convenient, data security, and positive user experience. That is what our product delivers. Now I'll hand over to my colleague Buddhi. He will talk about the use case.
Thank you for that, Jay, for the detailed explanation of what the Guardian product suite entails. I'd like to quickly have a rundown of some of our use cases and success stories within the oil and gas industry. Unfortunately, I'm not able to disclose the customer names due to confidentialities. But in the first use case, as you can see right here, this is a company that had numerous underground pump motors, which traditional vibration analysis is not allowed. The Guardian motor solution uses electric currents to detect the mechanical faults in the motor. We were able to predict in 20 days in advance that there's going to be a failure, thus saving around 29,000 USD. The wear on the rotor and the stator is the root cause of the fault. Ultimately, this predictive maintenance approach supported the customer to prevent an unplanned downtime. The next slide, I'm going to walk you through a situation where transformers were having buildups of chemical components. The management of acetylene and other byproducts of electrical faults in substations is very crucial for ensuring operational reliability and safety. Substations have comprehensive gas monitoring. The substations must have comprehensive gas monitoring and handling strategies to maintain and mitigate these risks effectively. The substation solution pinpointed a unique stage of interest in the behavior which was distinct from being recognized under standard IEEE metrics. Due to the presence of acetylene, the influx typically required immediate attention. as this would have been a major disaster. A thorough verification during a routine factory overhaul revealed the underlying issue. The timely intervention allowed for a preemptive maintenance to be done, averting a potential major system failure. The client recognized this value, and then they really upheld our diagnostic accuracy. Not only they renewed their contract with us, but they also expanded the coverage to encompass all the transformers within their facilities and beyond. The third account that we're looking at is a prominent domestic oil refiner engaged in a range of diversified business sectors, including oil refining, lubrication, and petrochemicals. Our clients faced recurring unexpected failures in their transformers, with no existing solutions in the industry to effectively predict these failures or monitor the substation health. In response, they integrated the Guardian substation product, which leverages extensive testing and predictive diagnostics based on historical DJ data to precisely identify operational statuses and potential failures that is forthcoming. This not only supported to identify root causes of the issue, but they also recommended specific maintenance actions to be done to prevent future failures from happening. The solution proved its value by accurately predicting failures and facilitating timely interventions, such as suggesting oil replacements just before crucial failures may have occurred. The reliability and the accuracy of the Guardian substation led the clients to enter a licensing agreement with us, continuing to capitalize on the advanced predictive capabilities that we entail. And we were able to have a 7-day period of forecasting for a majority of the substations. Thank you for your time and giving us the opportunity to walk through our Guardian product platform. And I hand the stage back to Kamran for the outro.
Well, thank you, Buddhi. Thank you for going over those cases. I think at this moment, if you guys have any questions, I'd love to take the opportunity here to ask our guys who are here on the call and have them answer any questions you may have. So let's start with the very first question here. I can go with this question here. Why do we need Guardian 1 substations? We are already doing fine utilizing the DGA data. Jay, if you wouldn't mind, could you please answer that question?
Yeah, sure. The purpose of a transformer or substation is delivering power from point A to point B efficiently. Without transformer, think there's no power. Now, traditionally we typically we only check we use DGA methods to diagnose transformers status. Usually only perform once a year. And what happened between that time? Yeah, sure. There are some signs such as overheating, and then like a louder vibration or a humming noise, or worst case, it's the unstable output. But problem is and you have no idea. You cannot predict when the transformer will reach next stage, or if you reach the point that if your transformer provide unstable outputs, you don't know when the transformer will go bad. And transformer, it's not like you can go to the Walmart and get you a new one. And to make matter worse, if it's a special one, you have special. It can take months, like years, and then you also have to plan ahead, and then follow procedure of your company, which is a timely length that you want to avoid. All of this happening because in current market there's no reliable product that can provide prescriptive and predictive solution. That is why, because think about it, it's not just finance money. Like, can you imagine people without the power? No, because our society cannot function without it. So it's priceless. So that's why it's important.
Thank you for that, Jay. I do see a follow-up question here. Again, regarding the Guardian One substation product, I have an attendee here asking, what is so special about the Guardian One substation product in comparison to your competitors? Would you mind answering that one as well?
Sure, why not? Yeah, if there are other competitors, they might say, oh yeah, we have, for example, let's just say hypothetically, let's say, oh, we have 100,000 of database, but you can have a lot of number of database. What count is quality of it? Typically, transformers life is 20 to 30 years. But if you have a high number of data set, but it's only within like 5-10 years operation, what good is that? What you need complete life cycle of different types of transformer over the time, and you need a lot of them. It's extremely rare for any company to have access to it. But we have many great features, but let me just talk about one feature. We have a lot of reliable data, and when it comes to AI, the quality data is most important factor, and that alone should be the reason why you should go with our product.
Thank you again for that, Jay. We do have one last question here in the Q&A chatter box. What is the benefit of using Guardian One motor in cost perspective? Let me hand this one over to Buddhi to answer.
Yeah, Kamran, that's a great question. So first off, our product, Guardian One motor, is a very uninvasive approach. We don't require a complete shutdown of facilities in order for us to apply this. There's no requirement to do major overhauls for existing situations. And also the potential chances a facility shutdown may happen, it causes productivity loss. This is proportional to a downtime. A rapid recovery and maintenance could be cost effective as productivity improvements are essential. What we do is minimize the downtime and recommend preparations to ensure maintenance and ensure prescriptive maintenance of the motor before these failures happen. In the perspective of costs, we believe we are the most affordable solution out there that's able to provide you visibility of what will happen to your solution, what happened to your assets within a time frame, by also providing data that is readily available and lively read with our DAC. But yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Thank you for that, Buddhi. Looks like those are the last of the questions here. If you guys do have any other questions, feel free to contact either me or Buddhi. Our contact information is listed here on the right side. With that being said, I'd like to close it off with one last slide, just some announcements. We are exhibiting at 2 different expos here in the coming weeks. The first one being the IEEE PES T&D conference happening in Anaheim, California. We will be there from May 6th through 9th at booth 6103. Please do come by and say hi. We'd love to talk to you guys, learn about what your experiences are with predictive maintenance. We'd love to talk to you about our solutions. And if you guys are local in the Houston area, such as us 3 who presented today, we will also be exhibiting at the Downstream conference. That's happening June 26th through 27th. That's happening at the Galveston Island Convention Center. We'll be there at booth 400. So yeah, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you guys for joining our first webinar. We're going to be having more webinars in the future, And I appreciate the time today. I hope you guys got enough out of this as we did. And with that being said, have a good Friday.